Hello, happy hump day. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to All Signs. We're looking at who's coming towards you. This is the reading where I kind of roll dice to see signs. I look at traits, I get spiritual advice, and I try to get as much as I can for you to see how you'll know who this person is. I also do Aries to Pisces like I do in every live stream. So for each zodiac sign, I start with Aries all the way to Pisces. I do Aries through Pisces. So I see you connected with that sign, and we'll see if there's any actions, if they're coming towards you, any movement at all. So with that being said, the tarot cards I will be digging from today is Under the Oak Tarot. That is by Strega Deli Melli. And I'm going to use the Joker Tarot deck as well. All these you can find on Amazon. I am going to pull from the Mystic Storyteller. I'm going to pull from Wild Reflections Tarot deck, and for spiritual advice, the Ancient Stones Oracle. Right, and for qualities, and any other insight about your person, I do like to pull from the Stargazing Oracle. All right, timestamps are always up after the live. And I usually start Aries off at 3:33 or 2:22 or 4, but today it looks like 3:33. Don't forget to say happy birthday to Virgo if you want to win a personal reading. I'll try and announce the winner for Leo on Friday. It's been a busy week, but I will get that winner out to you guys. Hello, Angel. Hello, Anna. Hello, Gigi, Bettina, Flakis, Sarah, and CR, and hello, Queen Aries, the girl. Lori's here as well. Membership will be live today for the 4:30 for the third tier. Hello, everybody that's coming in. Yes, if you're new to my channel, I'm always live, and I enjoy your energy. So when you're here with me live, I try not to talk. Keep that in mind. Even when you send super chats, I appreciate it so much, but I usually wait till the end of the reading I'm on, and I will go back and call you out. But I try to not talk as much during the reading. That's why the timestamps are there, but I do engage with the chat. I love the energy I get from people. That is where I thrive off of. And so always come in and say hi and tell me the sign you're here for, and keep it rolling. All right, so let's get into this. We're going to be doing Aries at 3:33. Let's add this to the stage. So I've been, oops, wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. All right, so you can just see the cards, all right, is what I'm doing here. Let's put these away, and Aries, let's get going into your reading. For Aries, who is coming towards Aries? I do have the number 6 as your number for synchronicity. And I see a Scorpio, a Sag, a Libra, or a Virgo. Now, when I roll the dice, that is for those of you that like the dice to hear your sign. But I will see if those signs, it's always more confirmation if it comes out in the reading. All right, let's see. All right, so who's coming toward you, their energy? I have the Hermit card. So you do have Virgo. And so double Virgo. And I'm getting an Aquarius here at the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, so it does seem like it's a situation where, who's going to say what, right? It looks like two people acting uninterested or kind of pulling away from each other, right? Trying to play it cool. But you both, it seems like, have thoughts of each other, thoughts of a relationship, thoughts of connecting. All right, so this person that's coming towards you definitely has you on their mind, but they are being, a little bit standoffish. All right, so let's see. We have the 8 of Wands. It's like they're wanting to push towards you. There could be a change, a shift in energy. Their challenge, though, is what do I say? what do I do? I don't want to come off too strong. I don't know, you know. It's like I'm very much interested in you. There's a lot of passion, but it seems like sometimes, you know, maybe things, they give you hints that things are moving, or you'll get hints from this person that things are moving, and you're like, all of a sudden it slows down, it stops. It's like, what's going on here? You know, why is this person pulling away? All right, so let's see your energy. We have a 10 of Pentacles. I mean, you're really invested in this person. What's your challenge with them? The Knight of Swords. You just don't know what the hell, whether they're coming or going. So you are showing up too as, you know, kind of in your head, you know, trying to think about the right direction, you know, choosing what I want to choose wisely. One minute I feel like, you know, I should go after this. The next minute I feel kind of confused. You know, it just seems like we're going in the wrong direction here. I don't know which way what to do, what to say. All right. And you may have even called this person out or said something to this person that pushed them back a little bit, threw them off a little bit. So let's look at some of their qualities about this person before we look at what they want with you. So tell me more about your person, the Hermit card, Virgo energy. Really, this person could really be analyzing something you said to them, really mulling over something. And I don't know, like on my time type of thing, you know, and that's not happening for you. You're like, no, it's on my time. I've got a fire element. So somebody's got more passion for you than they're letting on. All right. Instant attraction. This is somebody that is very drawn to you. And I can see why that might be making you furious. You know, it's like 1 minute, it's like, I want something serious here. I want to see where things are going. Now, if you're in a relationship, this could be why this person is pulling away a little bit from you. So keep that in mind. You know, they, it may not be like them to be this attracted to somebody so quickly, and there's something about you that just, you know, you're fast, you're quick, you come in, you're spontaneous, and, you know, really fun, right? And then, but this person may be catching feelings with you, and when they, as they're catching feelings, you know, they pull away, it seems like, and it keeps you wondering what the heck's going on. Now you have somebody who's trying to think about the bigger picture here. We have the Star card underneath that. So we are getting Aquarius energy. Right? So it's like this person may be trying to act cool, act chill around you, but it looks as though they want more. Right? So again, if you are in a relationship, or you know, and that's the block with you, this could be why this person is trying not to let you know how much they really want you. Now, if you're not in a relationship, this person is just struggling with the fact that, you know, there's something about you that just triggers them and gets them excited, and it takes them out of their comfort zone. There could be an age difference between you and this person. And things could have happened so fast between the two of you, and very dramatic. And something was said that could have been overly dramatic between the two of you. So there could have been, they're not used to somebody like you that just said what you had to say, you know, you're not afraid. And then this person kind of, you know, took maybe something the wrong way. Maybe they felt insulted, or they felt like they, you know, they weren't good enough for you in some way, right? So you kind of push somebody in their corner, somebody who likes you more than they're letting on. Right? So what do they want with you? Strong air energy is coming through for you still, and strong Virgo. All right, so this is somebody who's terrified of being rejected by you. Right, and the Ace of Swords, I mean, they want to see where things go. They want to communicate with you, open up communications. They definitely, you know, have given you signs or shown you that they are interested, and they want to discover, they want to explore where this could go. Why are you the 10 of Pentacles? I have the King of Wands. I don't know if some of you just have a lot of responsibility, a lot of family, or you are in a relationship, or you've got kids, and you're dealing with somebody here who's kind of older, has already been there, done that. Or it could be somebody that just, you know, never chose that path. And that could be intimidating for this person as well. Now you can see that they just admire you. All right, they're very attracted to you. They might see you have a lot going on, and also if they feel like you overreacted to them or said something to them, you could have been under pressure and maybe you didn't even realize it. You're like, that's not me. I've got a big heart. I didn't say or do anything. You know, you may not have realized, you know, that you threw some pressure that way at your person, and it threw them off. It took them, you know, took them back. It's like you've got a lot going on and you guys have different types of lifestyles. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody, Aries, who is completely different from you, somebody who's pretty set in their ways and a little bit more quieter. You seem to be very extroverted. You get a lot of attention. You get shit done. Nothing bothers you. You know what you want. You know what you're going for. You know, but we do have your block is what you say. So don't get mad at me. Your mouth is your problem here, right? Some of you please laugh because I have an Aries sun. So, you know, I know. All right. But I do see, you know, but the thing about you is that you say something and then you get over it, right? Or you move on from something. But you might be dealing with somebody who is overanalyzing the situation and somebody who's like, wait a minute, you know, and takes things a little bit too serious and is being real critical and analyzing every single thing you say. All right. So I am seeing, though, that you may have called somebody out, and it could be about, you know, just I also see you have a lot of confidence, and you may not have even known you said this. It could have been out of playfulness. All right. So I do have the High Priestess showing up for you. And this is, you know, trusting in your own vision, trusting in yourself a little bit more with this situation. You are showing up as a King of Wands. You're seeing a King of Swords here. So again, we are seeing an opposition between you and your person. And the number 6 is what came out for you. And 6 is about bringing things into a balance. Somebody who really does have love for you. There's a lot of passion here, and it looks like somebody needs the courage to step up and face you. And, you know, and I feel like they're not going to back down. This is somebody that is drawn to you and sees the potential in this relationship, but is learning how to deal with your quick-wittedness. Learning how to deal with, I know a lot of Aries Mercuries, learning how to deal with how quick you respond, how quick you say you're going to do something, you do it. You move, right? You take care of things. But you have somebody here that might be a little bit, you know, get distracted, or somebody here that just kind of takes a little bit more to think about things. But without a doubt here, the Star card is telling me you and this person coming into alignment. All right, so what does Spirit want you to know? I do see a Pisces here too as well, but again, that can be Pisces Virgo access for me. So I am seeing Virgo. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know? Why is this showing up? Why is this person showing up the way they are? All right, the edge. You're taking somebody to the edge, and it's saying take a chance, do something different, try a different way. All right, so you may have made some choices and maybe it's not working. Maybe you got to go at a different approach, not so direct, maybe a little bit indirect, you know, and come around and kind of, you know, maybe coddle this person. I don't know. But you got somebody very interested in you, and you're not that far from being together here. It looks like they really want to connect with you. But I am seeing you're on the edge here, and this person you do push this person to the edge. All right. You challenge them, basically, Aries. You challenge this person. All right. Let's see Aries through Pisces, and let's see how much you're challenging them and see if they're coming towards you. Now, this is going to tell me the energy they're in and the direction they're going in. All right. So even if they're coming towards you, it'll tell me whether it's a positive energy or not. Not so positive. All right, Aries through Pisces. You got the High Priestess again here. So there's another synchronicity here. All right. So we are seeing, you know, you really got to trust your vision. You got to trust yourself in this situation. Aries, we have the 6 of Wands. So there's just 6 again. You have a lot of synchronicities showing up in your reading today. And so this is showing you winning the battle. I mean, you're finally getting there. You're getting the attention that you want. Something successful coming your way when it comes to love. Somebody wants your attention, especially another Aries. I mean, you're on the same page. You guys know how to battle shit and how to get through shit. I can imagine what it's like to be in an Aries relationship. Taurus, we see 10 of Pentacles, right? So either one of you are in a relationship and it's the holdup, and if that's not the case, right, we're seeing 10 of Pentacles. You see a Taurus here that wants to invest in this connection. They, you know, they see potential with you and they feel comfortable with you. They're serious about this connection. So it looks like they might be moving towards you towards commitment. Gemini, 3 of Cups. So Gemini wanting to hang out, wanting to talk, you know, lighten things up. Let's hang, let's chill, let's talk, let's reconcile. We have Cancer, King of Wands, right? So Cancer is all about you, right? But you and Cancer, you do definitely test each other. You have a lot of challenges, but you know, the King of Wands is here. It's like, you know, it's like Aries, I'm all about you. I'm very attracted to you and you know I am. So this is potential taking action towards you without a doubt. Leo, Ace of Wands, right? So the light's on at home. It looks like communication coming in with a Leo. Virgo, we are seeing the Temperance card, so you got to kind of go with the flow here and see, you know, it looks like it's working out, but you do have a Virgo. You can't tell which way you're going. It seems like they're kind of hanging out in the background for a second, but I see being patient with your Virgo and things are unfolding. Libra, Knight of Pentacles. So Libra's moving towards you, maybe not at the pace that you want, but they're definitely moving towards you to work on things or to see where things go. Scorpio, Page of Wands. Scorpio's coming in with fire energy, ready to flirt. And Sagittarius, the Fool card. So Sag is like, I don't know where things are going to go, but, you know, definitely we got something here. Let's see where things go. There's a fresh start energy. Capricorn, 4 of Wands. All right, so it looks like you and Cap are getting together, hanging out. It's going to be a very important date between the two of you. Aquarius, 4 of Cups. It looks like Aquarius is kind of pushing you away here, acting not interested, and that was showing up in your reading, all right? So right now it does show that they're still kind of refusing your offer. Maybe something still needs time. They still need time to mull something over. Or maybe, you know, the two of you just ran your course. It's not really what you want. Pisces, the Judgment card. So Pisces mulling over their choices. It looks like they're thinking about, you know, forgiveness or hoping you'll forgive them, or even just you know, let's do this. Let's see where this goes, right? So a big decision with the Pisces. All right, we are moving on. You did not miss Taurus. I'm doing Taurus right now. 1818. That's been a common one before for Taurus, 18. All right, Taurus. Where's my bull gang? All right. So we're looking at the person coming towards you. Who's coming towards you? Their energy. Any characteristics of this person. And what do they want with this connection? How do they view you? Right, Taurus. All right, you have the 3 of Wands. Good start. All right, so hey, I'm here. Let's talk. Let's connect. You know, so you obviously have, you know, been here a couple times, right? You know, it could be good. It could be, you know, we've talked a few times or we've been down this road a couple times. Depends. Let's see. I've got the number 3. So you got double 3 here. You got the 3 of Wands and you have the number 3, 33. And Taurus, I have your sign here, Taurus. I have a Leo, I have a Capricorn, and I have a Pisces. All right, so let's see if those energies come through in the reading. So your person, their current energy, I'm seeing 4 swords, right? So I'm feeling like somebody's feeling like, yeah, I just need a little bit of a break. All right, I just need to think about things. I need to collect myself. So what's their problem? What's their challenge? The Two of Cups, I'm just not sure about this relationship thing. All right. We don't seem to be on the same page here. Right. But I'm not quite sure either because I have feelings. Right. So it's like, is this a healthy relationship? Is this a not healthy relationship? It's like, but there's something strong here. And if you guys are separated, there's a breakup. This is somebody here that's not taking it lightly. This is somebody that's, kind of meditating and focused in on, I just need to gather myself again. I need to figure myself out. I want to see, I don't want to give up on something too soon, all right, even though we keep going around in circles. So maybe we've been here or done this a couple times, all right. But the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck is somebody here that almost in a panic, like I feel like somebody like checking in on you, somebody kind of panicking that, where are you going? What are you doing? So, you got to trust yourself a little bit here with this energy that's coming through, Taurus, because it feels like you might be worried about a decision that you're making. It feels like you might maybe back up, or you're just really, in your head questioning things, right? But you're really trying to stay stoic or stern about a situation. And that stoicism is, you got somebody over here kind of panicking. It's like, working overdrive. Silence really does wonders, right? And your person here just needs a break. Your person just needs to recover from something. Really just, maybe you guys did hurt each other, or maybe something was said, or maybe you did pull away, or they pushed away from you before you could pull away from them, so that they wouldn't get hurt. But the Two of Cups is the challenge. And the Two of Cups is the challenge is we've got feelings. I don't want to lose you, but we also have disagreements, and we keep bumping heads, and there's something unhealthy going on here, whether it's me, my life, or you, your life, whatever it is. We seem to clash at times, and that's okay. I'm getting it's okay in this energy, but it's how we deal with it on our own part, how you deal with it, so that it doesn't affect you mentally, right? Look at guys, I care about your mental health, right? So I know you guys are like, I don't know, some of you are like, shut up, I don't care. But so let's see the way they look at you. Seven of Wands, right? They can see that you're a little frustrated with them. They know that you give to this. They know that you've been given to this, and you've been, you're up against this person's very challenging for you, and they know it. All right. They know that they've got their walls up. They know that they pull away from you. They know that they get overwhelmed real easily. And I feel like sometimes this person pulls away from you when they are overwhelmed because they don't want to hurt you anymore, right? This person does not think you're doing anything wrong. You're voicing yourself. You're defending yourself. You put in the work in. You see the challenge, but you're like, I don't care what kind of challenge this is. I will do anything. What do you need? I'm ready to put the work in. I mean, if there's a sign that's going to put the work in and get that field plowed, it's you, right? You're persistent. You're not going to give up. This person knows this about you. All right. They definitely know about you. And that's why this is here. It's like, I see this, Taurus, maybe sometimes this person is questioning like why you would even do this for them. Maybe this is unique for them. They're not used to it. And they're still trying to get comfortable with somebody who is so persistent, somebody who really would put the work in for them. So what's your challenge? The Page of Wands. I mean, you just want to see this person happy. You just want to be happy. You want to see this go somewhere. All right. You're trying to stay positive and trying to be, bring happiness and joy into this relationship. So you've got a really good energy here of just, maybe pulling your hair out a little bit. You're like, I just don't know, and I kind of feel like Spirit's saying to you right now, like, you put your work in. There's really nothing more you need to do except be you and kind of, lighten up a bit, lighten up the load a bit. You may be taking on pressure from this relationship, thinking that there's something you could do or something else, or beating yourself up, about how nothing's changed yet, or it doesn't seem like it's changing. And Spirit's saying it, this isn't your job to do this. This is not you. This is your person needing to, figure out what's going on with themselves, and they're maybe projecting onto you, and you're taking responsibility for something that's not yours, right? You're taking on the grief. And if some of you are dealing with something that happened that broke your heart, because the Four of Swords is after a breakup, you know? And if you're the one that seems to be trying to fix it, you know, even though your person may have done something wrong, that's even spirit saying you're starting to take the problem on like you were the problem, like you did something, like you did not, but you're taking on somebody who might be unhealthy at the moment or might have chose to do something unhealthy, and you're taking it on as your responsibility. So I am seeing that spirit wants you to lighten up here a little bit and loosen your grip on this person a little bit, not taking it personal with this person. So let's take a look at any other qualities with this person. I see fire, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag. You do have a page here. You know, maybe seeing through a different lens. Maybe you're a couple steps above this stage. You know what I mean? Like, I want to say that right. You know, you've been here, done it before. You might be able to handle situations a little bit better than this person does. Maybe you have the answers, but you could be dealing with somebody who is dealing with their own process, and you're just a few steps ahead. All right. So this story hasn't even unfolded yet. You know, there's a whole new chapter coming in for you and this person. And I have 12th house energy. So this could be a Pisces you're dealing with, or somebody with Pisces placements. But this could be somebody who's dealing with a crisis, dealing with healing, dealing with, karma, dealing with stuff that's coming up for them, addiction, all right? Could even be addiction. And you can see that they're in their 12th house, and 12th house energy is where, there's secrets that are hidden. There's things that somebody might be dealing with that they're not ready to share with anybody, or they're dealing with stuff and they can't make sense of it, right? And so they pushed away or pulled away. And this is, you're pulling your hair out, you're trying to, but somebody here is, but they're in the last phase. It looks like your person's about to have some sort of breakthrough here. With this 12th house energy. It's like, I might be retreating right now. I'm trying to deal with my hidden, stuff. There's some spiritual stuff going on. And it looks like there could be a breakthrough coming through here where this person is. It's saying our story hasn't even unfolded. You haven't even had a chance to really see the real me. So what does this person want with you? And I see the 9 of Wands. Hold up, let's not give up. And I have the Empress card. All right, this is somebody that's like, Taurus, there's something about you. You are the Empress in my world. You are somebody that's beautiful. You're somebody that's very nurturing. You're somebody, whether you're male, female, it does not matter. This is somebody that sees your worth. This is somebody that may even be feeling guilty because they don't deserve you right now, or they can't give you what you do deserve, but you're hanging on and you're still saying you're worth it. And this is somebody here that, is battling something hardcore or battling a lot of pressure on them and saying, don't give up. Please don't give up on me, even if we are in silence. All right. So what does spirit want you to know? It could be a Taurus. It could be a Libra energy too coming through, or a Pisces. Lay it on the altar. So hand it over, soften the grip, surrender, and most importantly, forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive yourself in this situation, and it really does. There's an energy, a presence here that, maybe they're not coming towards you the way you want them to in today's reading, because there does seem to be a little bit of a silence, a retreat. Maybe some of you will have communication here, have a deep conversation. Maybe you're still in conversation, right? But it does look like things are still weighing on you and still a little heavy. So the challenge is still going on. But I am seeing, finding peace with it and just handing it over and trusting. The Empress card is leaning back and know that you have planted your seeds in this relationship. And the love is growing and it is there, but it's going to play out differently for each and every one of you. Let's see Aries through Pisces, though. Let's see the energy they're coming in and what if anything's moving, if they move. All right, Aries through Pisces. So there's the Empress again. All right, you have the Six of Pentacles. Aries, all right, you got my attention. All right, things are kind of moving fast, things are changing, there's communication coming towards you with an Aries, and it looks like Aries is, you know, pretty excited about talking to you or wanting to connect with you. So there is an energy shift here, and things could really start moving forward with you and an Aries. Taurus, we're seeing the Page of Pentacles. So we are seeing communication, kindness, sincerity, and we're seeing a new start come in, maybe with another Taurus. Right? But I am seeing this energy too, you softening up a little bit, maybe not taking full control, or just kind of taking one step at a time, figuring things out as you go. All right, not trying to have all the answers right away. But I do see communication with you and another Taurus. Gemini, Three of Cups. Gemini is like, let's have a party. Let's get going. Let's talk things out. Let's reconcile. Cancer is on the fence here. Cancer wants to reach out to you, but isn't sure if it's the right time. But it does look like they're on the verge of making contact. Leo, there's a lot of grief with you and a Leo. It seems to be, you know, you're trying to fix things, right? You're constantly trying to fix things with a Leo, and there's pushback, or there's just a lot of people have a lot to say. Maybe there's other people, drama around you, or there's just constant conflict with you and a Leo. All right, so this could be, there's still some challenges coming your way. You might be still dealing with some challenges with a Leo, but this is also a time for change too. So something is coming up in order for you guys to make some sort of change. Whether you throw the towel in, that's up to you. Virgo, Queen of Wands, right? So Virgo stepping up, opening up their heart, maybe making an offer. Same thing with Libra, King of Swords, right? So Libra's, you know, starting to think. They may have gone a little bit distant, but it looks like they're wanting communication to, they want to open up communication with you. Scorpio, Page of Swords. Scorpio over here interested in talking to you as well. So communication flowing between you and the Scorpio. Sagittarius, there could be some conflict with you and a Sag, right? Maybe you don't believe something they're saying, or maybe they're not being honest, right? But there's a disagreement or disappointment coming in with Sagittarius. Capricorn, it looks like you're taking another step, so step forward in the right direction. Maybe, you know, you're talking about plans. Aquarius, you could be walking away, or they could be walking away. Time to focus on themselves. Even if it's just temporary, it could be a couple days. It could be, hey, maybe it's time. And Pisces, we have an offer coming in with a Pisces, Ace of Pentacles. Pisces saying, you know what, you know, there's something real here. All right, Taurus. All right, Gemini. Let's see, Gemini. So we're really looking at synchronicities today. 34 for Gemini. So let's see. Let's see what comes through for Gemini. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for bringing your energy. See, the more energy you guys bring. All right. Gemini. Get a good shuffle for Gemini. All right, person coming towards my Geminis. What's their energy, their challenge? All right, you got the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So this tells me, you know, that your commitment, perseverance, you know, one step at a time is getting you. You're building something here. All right. It's been a long time in the making. And, you know, it gives me this energy. I actually pulled this card for card today, and it's just stay focused. Stay focused on, you know, what you're after, what you're going after. And there's some sense of loyalty here between you and the person on your mind. So let's see. Queen of Cups, your person. All right, so I have Gemini energy, I have Cancer energy, Pisces energy, and I have an Aquarius energy. All right, so your person could have those placements or those characteristics. And I have the number 11. All right, the number 11 is showing up. All right, so your person here is showing up as the Queen of Cups in their feelings, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. You know, I'm kind of 1 minute I'm looking this way, I'm going now. I'm trying to figure out, you know, how we got here or what we're doing here, you know. But I'm really they're really in their feelings, and there's a sense of a deepness, a deep fond for you. And their heart's invested. So this could, you know, but they pulled away from you. Let's see their challenge. You got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. I have the Three of Swords. All right, somebody feels really hurt and definitely disappointed, whether in themselves or with the situation, how it's panned out. You know, it's funny because she has three heads here in this one. She's looking everywhere. She's looking around for all the answers, or, you know, really trying to control her emotions too. So 1 minute she might be, you know, really, really grounded, and the next minute really upset. The next minute, you know, it could be happy or, you know, okay, you know, content. But emotions are really all over the place here. And the Three of Swords is the problem. It's like, is this what we really want? Is this, how did we get here? Or am I afraid to get hurt again? All right. So this is what's coming up with your person. It's like, I don't know how this has happened. You know, a Queen of Cups to me is somebody that might, you know, overreact sometimes or be very emotional, but they're also very protective and very loyal to the ones that they love or the ones they are committed to. And like I said, this has an Eight of Pentacles energy around it. And the Eight of Pentacles says, you know, I was once, or I am, and I still am loyal to you. You know, I've been dedicated to this in some sense, whether it's spiritual or emotional. And how we got here, you know, I'm not sure. So let's see how they see you. Queen of Swords, right? So you're being kind of non-emotional here. You're kind of taking a step back and maybe saying some things. Let's see what your challenge is. We got the Four of Cups, all right? So you may be feeling rejected, all right? You may be feeling hurt or stuck, right, too. So we're seeing the same kind of energy mirroring back. You're hiding your emotions, though. You're trying to stay logical. You're trying to stay, you know, stern, stoic with this energy. You may feel like you're not getting back what you give out. And this person here is spinning their heads like, I think there's a love language difference, or I think maybe something did happen between the two of you, but you guys both are taking it differently. You guys are handling it differently. Right? Neither of you are happy with the separation, but you know, they're looking at you like they can't tell whether you're truly interested or not, or why you're even really upset. It looks like they can't really even read you, right? Because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. And sometimes the Queen of Swords can show up as if they're super fine and they're definitely hurting inside, right? Queen of Swords is good with hiding their emotions, but it definitely does not mean that you don't have emotions, right? You have some very strong emotions, right? You're just good at compartmentalizing or separating. But I can see that you're not happy with the situation, and you're definitely wanting more from this, and you're contemplating maybe about what's happened here in the past. So let's take a closer look at your person here, because this is wild. It seems like, how did we get here? And, you know, This person has love for you, Gemini. This person here is, it's like they're trying to show you in some way that they're there, that they love you. You know, and, you know, everybody's situation is different. Why this person, you know, maybe isn't coming forward. Who knows if they have another situation going on, you know, or that you guys separated because you both called it out. You both needed to. Something wasn't working. But you guys are both showing up as queens here, whether you're male or female. All right, so something's favoring you guys at this time right now. Oh, and I got conjunction. All right, you guys actually empower each other. So this is, we're going to have to work through this reading because you guys, the situation that's happening between you and this person that's coming towards you is actually intensifying. You guys intensify each other's qualities. So a conjunction is really good. It says we work awesome together. We have some good times together. We have a lot in common. But sometimes a conjunction can be too much and it intensifies, you know, the good things, but it can also intensify our negative qualities. And you guys look totally different. Somebody's more watery, somebody's more air, right? And the way you approach a situation. And you might not realize that your person is hurt, you know, really hurt. And if they pulled away from you, because the Queen of Cups will pull away, you know, they're pulling away because they don't know what to do and they're very sensitive. And so it does feel as though maybe they got their feelings hurt at some point, or they just have lost trust in the situation and they're not sure what to do. But at the same time, I'm still committed to you, Gemini. And I don't think either of you can figure out what the next move is. All right. I do see conjunction and I'm seeing astrological transits favor you at this time. So this could be a moment where there's a reconciliation between you and another person. We have moon energy. So I'm getting strong water energy from your person. Somebody could be a parent, you know, maybe there was thoughts about, you know, a relationship or being a parent. There's a lot of feelings and your person can be moody at times too. All right. Something may have happened in the past with this person that, you know, hurt them or hurt you. Right. And it may have been, you know, something that neither of you even realized that you were hurting the other person. All right. But, or maybe you did. Right. So I can't say that one for you guys because the Three of Swords is here and it says, I'm in pain. I'm not happy with what's going on. So what does this person want with this connection? We see the Hierophant. It's like I'm learning my lessons and I'd rather be with you than not with you. All right. So, but the moodiness, the Moon card and the Three of Swords can show somebody's very hesitant. It almost feels like 1 minute they're saying one thing or 1 minute they're ready to do something and the next minute they switch. So this energy can really confuse you, especially you're over here, you're not sure what's going on. You're wondering where your person is or what's going on. Why won't they, you know, show up or accept or whatever? It seems like your person's spinning around in their emotions right now. All right, so the Hierophant is saying, no, I feel a commitment with you. I feel very loyal to you. There's something about this connection that we're not finished. We're not finished here. So I don't know if we're going to stay separated, but there's definitely been a misunderstanding between us and I'm not comfortable with it. So your person's not comfortable. And their soul is calling them to you, but their moods, their feelings are really making them uncertain about what to really do. Because I feel like your person's in more pain than you realize. All right. Now you're over here, the Four of Cups, and we got the Ten of Cups. All right. So it feels like you feel like this person's family too. But you're not thinking this person's showing you the love. All right, or giving you the love. And the Four of Cups here. You may be looking at things from a different perspective. You may have had unhealthy situations happen in the past, and you may be comparing this person to other people, right? And you may not be seeing through the lens that this person is in right now, because it does look like this person is either trying to show you or has tried to show you that they care about you, right? And so right now, the Moon card is telling me that things could sort of be changing behind the scenes. And if you are talking to this person and you're having a hard time understanding what's going on with them, it feels like their moods are all over the place. So this can be confusing for you in the Four of Cups, and it can keep you stuck. All right. The Ten of Cups is showing up, and what Spirit wants you to know, the Emperor, it's just about, you know, maintaining balance here. It's like staying grounded in this situation and not getting pulled into this right now. It looks like your person here really is trying to figure out their feelings. The Emperor can say somebody's coming in to make peace. And if you are talking, you know, maybe this is a time where you guys will make peace. But if not, the Moon card, you know, can even show we have the full moon in Pisces coming up, and that represents it. Then maybe by the full moon in Pisces, you guys will be trying to figure out how to reconcile this connection, how to make it work, all right? Because the two of you both think about making it work. All right, so I am seeing pave your own way, leadership, courage, all right? And that's the Emperor card too. So it's having the courage to keep, you know, maintaining your steps forward and knowing that maybe you feel like you did what was right and you're doing what you can in this situation. To me, this reading feels as though it's going to play out in its way anyways, but maybe right now you guys are meant to kind of stay a little bit separate right now, the Three of Swords, as your person's working through or you're working through what you need from each other. Let's see Aries through Pisces, though, and I'll see if I can get movement from each one of your zodiac signs. All right, Seven of Wands. All right, so it does look like there's a little bit of a roadblock here. It looks like you both got something to say. It kind of feels like you're both on guard, whoever this person is that you're connected to. All right, so let's see Aries. Aries is showing up as the Eight of Pentacles, all right? So there's confirmation for an Aries who really wants to work something out, but maybe you guys are kind of taking a step back for a sec to try and figure out what you guys really want. Taurus, I see some, you know, some tension, some challenges between you and a Taurus. You know, there's Five of Wands, right? You guys are wanting to fix something, but nobody wants to let go of their point of view. All right, so there could be a constant tension between you and a Taurus. Whether or not, you know, you guys want to give up on this, it's up to you. It depends on your situation, but I can see the challenge here is happening. Gemini, you got the Nine of Cups. You have somebody here that just absolutely adores you. Another Gemini. All right. And I'm seeing here your wish being fulfilled. All right. Somebody really admires you. Somebody really desires you. And this seems to be a really good energy for your wish to come true. Cancer, the Strength card. All right, so you and Cancer will figure it out. Cancer was showing up in your reading. So it does seem like the feelings are there, but your Cancer may really be feeling hurt. And, you know, they'll come around. I can see them coming around. You guys have a bond. There's something about this connection. You guys know how to work with each other. All right, maybe things get out of hand at times. Leo, Five of Pentacles. Leo's still kind of mulling over what happened and isn't happy about the separation, but they're kind of going their own way right now. Virgo, the Tower card. So there could have been some disruption, breakdown. The Tower's happening between you and a Virgo. So this can happen, play out for a while. There's really, you know, Towers are different, but Towers are, you know, God has spoken. You know, something wasn't working, something wasn't happening, and there could have been an argument. This can be, even though this can be, you know, a shock, it can be a makeup or a breakup, but we're getting to the truth. Libra, Nine of Wands. Libra is not giving up on this, but they're definitely feeling burnt out. Scorpio, Four of Swords. Scorpio just taking a break, needing to reset, needing to figure out, you know, their next course, right? So kind of taking a vacation, a mental vacation. Sagittarius, there's your Four of Cups. So Sag here, maybe, you know, being moody and not showing any interest, not giving you any interest. And maybe you're trying to show them the love, or, you know, and it's just, but both of you are kind of mirroring each other with this Four of Cups energy. So right now it looks like you guys are giving each other some space. Maybe it's time to just, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, but they're not showing any interest right now. Capricorn, Seven of Swords. You may not be able to trust a Capricorn. Maybe they're going to come clean. Maybe you'll get the truth from a Capricorn. Aquarius, Six of Pentacles, wanting to make plans with you. Maybe starting off as friends, or trying to be friends. Pisces, Eight of Wands. Pisces saying, hey, let's go. Let's change this energy. Let's move. All right, so things could start picking up pace between you and a Pisces. All right. Hello, everyone. All right. How's everybody feeling today? What's the energy like out there? All right, Cancer. You are welcome. Better than yesterday. Let's see. All right, Cancer. You are welcome. I'm good. I got some good sleep last night. I had some weird dreams last night. It's funny, Cancer, because my dream was about movement and driving and wheels, and I was in different vehicles each time, and I pulled my cards this morning and the Chariot came up, and you know, and it's basically, you know, moving through life and different vehicles during different parts of your life. You never know who's in your life to get you somewhere, you know, so people show up all the time. Could be to get you to the next spot. All right. I have the Page of Cups here, so I do see some love-in coming your way here, and maybe a page, maybe another watery energy. But let's see your person, Ten of Pentacles. I have Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Gemini energy showing up, and I have the number 10 showing up, and you got 10 here too. So 10 clearly is your number. So I am showing a lot of synchronicities today because I've been feeling, even with my dreams, the synchronicities. So there could be something, pay attention, you know, showing you that you're on the right path, or you're getting close to what it is that you're meant to, or that you want. So your person could be an earthy energy too, somebody who has a lot of responsibilities, somebody that has family, somebody who works on their business, or works on, you know, their career, you know, really, really a lot of responsibilities here. They're challenged. So Seven of Wands, this is somebody that's got a lot on their plate, right? So they may push you away at times, right? Maybe you're feeling like there's a block there, they're guarded. You know, they just, unless, of course, I say this to you guys, if they're in a relationship, your person, another relationship, and you're wondering why there's a block, you know, that's the block. That's the block, is one thing's not finished before another thing starts. Somebody just like you need to be completely finished with how you feel about somebody before you move on. Otherwise, you move on and you're in a rebound, and the person that you're rebounding with is not getting the full you, right? So now with that disclaimer, your person here could have a lot going on. It seems like they're the one in charge. All right. They're always trying to maintain balance. They're always trying to stay grounded and, you know, kind of work through things, right? Trying to figure out a way to, you know, find a solution to whatever's going on in their life. So a very responsible person is what I'm picking up on, but they can be very guarded. Your energy, 6 of Wands, all right? So they clearly look at you like, you know, I need to step forward here. So I'm getting the feeling that your person is feeling like they need to step up. They need to step their game up, because you may get a lot of attention from a lot of people, or you may be very successful, and you know, this person is drawn to you. This person sees you, sees how good you look, sees the potential. You know, you seem to get yourself through everything, and you seem to shine. You seem to shine out from the crowd with this energy. And your person here, you know, looks like with this, I need to step up. I need to say something. I need to tell you something or defend myself, right? So let's see what your challenge is. King of Wands. All right, so you're definitely dealing with somebody with a lot of fire, right? And this can also be this person has triggered you, this person has triggered your jealousy or made you upset, or you felt like you were the one always doing something. And, you know, and there's pride and there's ego here too. So you might be dealing with your own pride and ego issues, but you clearly have somebody that you're very attracted to here. All right, and it looks very fiery, somebody who's very confident. So this is somebody that you feel is on your same kind of team player here. This is somebody that you feel like is the one. All right, and it looks as though you're going to stop at nothing to get what you want, right? This is, you're calling it out. You win, you go after what you want, and that's it. You're going to get what you want. So for some of you, if you're connected to a fire sign, it looks like you're stopping at nothing to get exactly what you want. But the challenge could be for you is pride or ego. This being your challenge as well, is that you want what you want and that's it. And there can be a controlling energy here too. And this person may be dealing with something, and sometimes they're not giving you the attention that you want. This could really make you mad. This could definitely make you mad. You feel like you deserve more attention, more time. You know, this is, I know my value, and you need to show up. Now, again, it looks like this person is going to step up, but it does also look like their challenges, sometimes they get overwhelmed and they've got so much going on that things get intense, and things might, they might just feel like they're taking on too much and things are coming at them everywhere, that they push everybody away as well. And so you're battling this with this person. Tell me more about this person's characteristics. You do have a really good energy, Cancer. Like I said, you're the 6 of Wands, so you're in the spotlight. I mean, you got some bragging rights here. I'm looking good. I'm working hard. I'm working hard on myself. I know what I deserve. I know what I want. And that's it. All right. Your person feels really lucky to be with you. Feels very magnetically drawn to you. Do you feel like your person's cares about their success, cares about their work, maybe consumed by work responsibilities, the material things in life? So they like the good stuff, and you definitely are the good stuff. I mean, 6 of Wands. I mean, they can see themselves stepping out and being seen with you. But you know, maybe there's a power struggle here. You know, there's an ego clash here, right? Demanding, you know, and I'm not going to tell you not to be like that. I mean, get what you want, go for it. You know, you have the say, the power, you know, to demand what you want. I mean, your person's just going to push back on you a little bit, but it does seem to be this blessed energy around the two of you where this person's drawn to that. And, you know, the more you seem to push or demand, you know, equality, you demand confidence, you demand somebody to step up. And, you know, it looks like this person is hearing you. And I also have conjunction, very focused on you. This is somebody here that is, you're definitely strengthening the bond with this person. Now, this could be another Cancer too, or you guys share a lot of the same qualities, and which also says that at the same time you have the same qualities, you guys magnify each other's good qualities. You can also be too much at times, and that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting there could be too much, and sometimes we need some breathing space. All right. So what do they want with this connection? To talk. All right. And there's the Chariot card. Wow. They're like, you know what? We'll figure out a way forward. We're going to do this. You know, let's talk about things. Let's make things fair. Let's, you know, try and, you know, look at the bigger picture here. I can see, you know, let's see each other's perspective. Maybe we need to have a discussion around things. You know, let's talk without emotions. All right. Let's talk without intensity. Let's talk things out and be clear is what I'm seeing with your person. Now there's that Chariot card. So pay attention to movement around you. This was part of my dream. It's like, when you see movement, if you see things like a lot of movement around you, a lot of extra traffic or different kind of vehicles, just anything that kind of reminds you of movement, right? Or you feel like things are picking up pace in your energy, just know that this is a sign that this relationship is actually moving a lot faster. Things are starting to accelerate. But I can see that your person's highly focused on you, Cancer, and this could be a return, somebody coming to pick you up, somebody saying, let's go for a trip, you know, but we can work through no matter what. We'll get through this. It might be a little rocky at times. It could be challenging between you and I, but we're going to get through it, and it'll be worth it when we do. I know, this is crazy. This is why I'm focusing on synchronicities today. Now, what Spirit wants you to know, Ace of Wands, I mean, like the candle is lit. The potential, the passion is here. That is wild. And the dogs, right? So the dogs, pay attention to animals in twos. We have unwavering love and support. The stone goddess, material line. All right, so you are seeing something you're manifesting come into light. This is the Empress. Things are growing. A relationship is flourishing. A lot of growth here coming in with this relationship, and very strong sexual energy, which is manifesting energy, right? Creative energy. Let's see Aries through Pisces and see actual energy and movement per sign. Now, it's not always going to resonate exactly with the reading, but let's see what happens. All right, let's see. Aries through Pisces. Guys, you're gonna like look at this. The Chariot card. The Chariot card again. So I don't know, Cancer, what you're doing, but you probably can't see the word, but it is the Chariot. All right. And you're all over this read, and the Chariot is Spirit guiding you, and trust that where you're at, it could be just a stop, you know, you never know who's showing up in your life to get you to the next point, like I said. All right. But you seem to be on the right path here, and no matter how you think you're getting there, you're getting there. Right. It's showing up for you, just maybe not exactly the way you thought. Aries, Ace of Wands, all right? So Aries got their mind on you. It looks like potential communication. Taurus still feeling let down or feeling disappointed with what's happened between the two of you. So it looks like there could still be a separation here, or you guys are not figuring out whatever it is that you need, you got a problem there that guys can't work through. Gemini, King of Cups. Gemini, all about you. Gemini is like, I'm in love and my love is growing for you. And so you do see some emotional connection forming here between you and a Gemini. Cancer, you have the Six of Swords. So you're seeing more movement, you're seeing, let's go, let's move on. Let's see where things are going. So you and another Cancer, picking up where you left off and still moving and grooving. Leo, Three of Wands, right? So you and Leo connecting too. You both serious about each other and where this could go. You still think about the next step. Virgo, we're seeing 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was Leo. Virgo, 8 of Wands. So Virgo is coming in quickly, very passionate communication with a Virgo. Libra, the Lovers card, all right? Walking down Lover's Lane. You guys seem to be unstoppable. You want to be together. You feel like it's calling. Scorpio, Two of Pentacles. You're getting closer, one step at a time. It seems like you're seeing improvement. You're moving forward. Sagittarius, 10 of Wands. There's some breaking point here. There's a heavy energy, but it looks like the hardest is over. Right, so you had that Ace of Wands twice in your reading, so this could be a breakthrough, new start. Capricorn, Knight of Wands. Cap is like, get on, let's go. All right, so the chemistry between you and Capricorn is unstoppable. Aquarius, 5 of Wands. You and Aquarius, you keep butting heads. It seems like the argument, the tension is still fueling this relationship. You guys can't seem to find common ground just yet. And Pisces, 7 of Wands. So it feels like a Pisces is kind of on guard, that this is, maybe you got their walls up, pushing you away a little bit, but they're still, it's challenging, but they're still going to work on this. I know, I don't know. I love it. Let's see, Leo. All right. Let's see Leo's energy. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right, Leo. All right, Leo, who's coming towards you? What's their energy? All right, Leo, you got a Knight of Wands. You got somebody with some fire. You got the Six of Pentacles. This is somebody that is ready to give to this connection. What's the challenge? The Fool card. All right, so you could be dealing with somebody who's a little bit non-committal at the moment. There's no, that could be just your challenge. You're ready to commit and somebody's not, it doesn't mean that they're going to be non-committal forever, but you are definitely dealing with somebody who is like, Leo, I'm all about you. I've got chemistry for you. I'm drawn to you. We have a good time. I want to see where things go, right? But, kind of keeping it more friendly basis. I respect you, you respect me, but maybe you guys already know, you already drew out the lines of how this is going to be. This is the kind of connection. Your person definitely has some hesitancy to just jump all in right away, but it's not stopping them from having this, these feelings for you. All right. And it's not stopping them from going, hey, but the only thing is that if the pressure is on a person like this to, if it's all or nothing with you, If you're like, no, you got to commit, that's it, and you're pressuring, this person here is the type of person to disappear. This person here is the type of person to do something impulsively, you know, kind of sometimes it feels like recklessly to you. It seems like, you know, and it feels disrespectful to you, and it feels like, you know, they pull away or they're not giving you energy. But the way they're looking at it is, you know, the pressure's on me, and I'm that's not where I'm at right now. So there is a little bit of you know, imbalance here, right? You, the world, like you're ready, Leo. You're like looking out at the above, sitting at the top of the world. You're ready for something, you know, fresh, new. You're ready to see what's out there and get going, right? Your challenge, the 3 of Cups. All right, so it seems like you're having a good time, you're hanging out with people, right? Your challenge is you might be connecting with people though that you have a good time with, that this person you have a very good time with, you guys have a couple drinks, you know, you're fun, flirty, you're friends, right? But you're friends, but you're becoming more. There's something passionate growing there with the two of you. Now, you know, and that's the problem, is like, is this more than friends? Is this going to turn into more than just friends? And so that's where you're at. You're like, this is great and all. I'm attracted to you. You know, this is fun and everything, but you're just in a different phase. You're like, I've been there, done it. I'm ready for the big deal. I'm ready for something bigger. I'm ready for, you know, the next chapter here in my life. I don't want to deal with somebody who's not 100% sure which direction they're going. But the problem is this person makes you feel good, right? This person you like being around, you have a good time with, right? And maybe they are, you know, they've got that title as friends with benefits, or it's a good friend of yours and you're starting to eyeball each other, but you're both in a relationship. Who knows what's going on here? But what's happening clearly with you is that you would move with this person in a heartbeat. You're ready for the next step. All right. Now let's take a look at your person a little bit more and see what else. Did I roll the dice? Let me roll the dice for you. You have the number 3, all right, showing up for you. You have a Capricorn, you have a Taurus, and you have a Leo showing up, plus Aries. All right. And it could be a Sag as well too. So you have those are the signs I'm calling out, but it could be obviously anybody or somebody with those signs in their chart. And so let's see what else I can get with this person and what are their intentions, you know. Tell me more about this person. I got Aries energy. All right. So you have somebody who's very fierce, intense, and somebody who is impulsive. All right. Somebody also loves the passion, has so much fun with you, is very attracted. Chemistry's wild. All right. But you also have somebody here that likes their freedom and is not quite ready to settle down just yet, for whatever reason, you know. And I have Cancer energy. So this is somebody that gives off a great vibe. This is somebody who's really funny, really fun to be around. And they feel comfortable with you. So this can really throw you off. It's like there's so much friendship, respect quality. There's such a love and energy. Like, why can't this be? Why can't this be, right? And your person here is also very, you know, they shift their moods constantly. It's like they need their space too, and they need time to decide their direction. Very emotional about you though, feel this deeper connection with you, likes to come in and make sure that you guys are there, that you guys are still connecting, that you're not going anywhere. Yet, you know, kind of when the pressure is on, rolls, right? So what do they want? We got the 2 of Swords. This is somebody that just can't decide. So really the ball's in your court, Leo, when it comes to this connection. It may seem like to you that this person is a runner or this person is disrespecting you. Like I said, it's just the difference in perspective here in this connection. You're sitting on top of the world. You're like, I'm worth this. Why are they not stepping up? You know, I want more than just party time. And you guys are in two different phases. And it might be making you question, you know, but am I not enough for somebody to change their phase? You know, maybe there's an age difference between the two of you. You know, maybe you're already successful. You've already had a family. Maybe there's just things you've already done and this person hasn't done yet. Everybody has their own processes. But I am seeing you feel a connection with this person, this true love, friendship, justice, equality, business partners, marriage partners, relationship. So there is potential, and that's what's bothering you. And it's like, what do I do from here? So what does Spirit think? You know, the Magician card, you know, it's just where you put your focus. It looks like keep focusing on your path, on, you know, what it is you want to do, and let this person figure out their shit and come to you. What I can see in the cards is that this person feels really good with you, you know, and focusing on the good times together and where things are going, rather than when the pressure starts to come up and this person backs away. You know, that's where, you know, that's where the problem lies. So when we release that and move forward, maybe just the more you guys focus on moving forward, the more this person will step up. Because right now you're just getting somebody who wavers back and forth, who goes around in circles, who talks themselves off the ledge, who really wants to dive into this, but maybe they are a little intimidated by you. And for me, it feels more like I'm just intimidated on getting back out there. I'm just intimidated on jumping all in, right? And so there's so much potential in this reading for this to go somewhere. But if you're married, you know, or one of you is married, I mean, that's showing up in the reading as, you know, that I've got more feelings for you and we both are feeling it. And, you know, the problem is, are you, you know, you're the one over here with the 3 of Cups and you're like, do I do this? You know, do I connect with this person? But I'm thinking, you know, you may fall in love with this person and this is where the marriage could become a problem. All right, what does Spirit want you to know? And then I'll look at Aries through Pisces. All right, weathering the storms. All right, so what I'm seeing, Leo, is Spirit is saying, let it change you. See where it takes you. Embrace the unexpected. All right. Maybe you are a fixed energy. Maybe you need to know exactly how it's going to be, you know, and it's hard for you to let go of that control, you know. But to me, this is saying there's something here. It's just not unfolding exactly the way you thought or think it will. And you are being asked to kind of lay it over, you know, let it flow, let it happen, and see and trust that there's a reason why this connection is happening right now in your life. All right, Aries through Pisces. All right, let's see. Aries. All right, the Death card. All right, so things might be ending with you in an Aries, or they're ending a situation because it's not going anywhere. Taurus, we see the 5 of Swords. It seems like there's a disappointment or disagreement with you and a Taurus. Time for change, time to talk something out, but it looks as though there is still, you know, blaming or you know, disappointments, frustrated with one another. Gemini, there's, you know, maybe coming out of the cave, there could be some silence here, but there's still light at the end of the tunnel. Cancer is showing up as the Fool card for you, so it looks like a fresh start with a Cancer. Leo, 5 of Cups, maybe you're feeling like, you know, sad about something, or, you know, why is this happening? I don't like the way this is happening. Maybe you feel like somebody's rejecting you, and you know, it's about seeing things differently is what I'm seeing. Things are going to turn out in this reading today a lot better than you think. All right, but you could be separated from a Leo. A Virgo, things are about to shift, communication coming in with a Virgo. Libra, still hanging back, kind of staying silent here, not sure which way things are going. Scorpio, there's conflict between you and a Scorpio. Maybe this is the time you guys can fix something or throw the towel in. Sagittarius, we're seeing the Tower card. So there's something shocking happening here with you and a Sag, whether that's a realization or a breakup or a makeup. Capricorn, we're seeing the Temperance card. So we're seeing you in a Capricorn. Things are playing out. You just got to kind of, you know, be chill with it and see where it goes. Aquarius, same thing, the Empress card. A lot of love here, and things are growing between you and Aquarius. And Pisces, things heating up and things moving fast with you and a Pisces. All right, we made it to Virgo. That's awesome, Mr. Can-Do, for you. I did too. I woke up in a peaceful, very peaceful mood. I got some good sleep, even though I was dreaming a lot. I got some good sleep. Seems like better weather's here. All right, Virgo. We got the birthday babies. All right, let's see. How am I going to do this? Virgo. Yes, happy birthday. All right, let's see, Virgo. All right, let's see the energy of the person that's coming towards you. All right, we got some 5 of Wands here at the bottom. Your person, 9 of Wands, all right, tired. Page of Wands is their challenge. All right. Oh, you got a lot of fire here. Your person kind of really reaching some sort of point, you know, maybe really heated and maybe feels like they overreacted about something. You, the Knight of Cups, your challenge, the Ace of Swords. I mean, you've got love for somebody. Maybe you feel like you're not being heard. Maybe you feel like you're being silenced, or, you know, you just can't seem to express to somebody how much you love them and you want to, or how much you're interested in them. You're connecting to somebody who is very heated. You know, they may act impulsive. They may lose their shit at times. The 9 of Wands and the Page of Wands is their challenge. They may, and it can be sort of an overreactive type of energy when the going gets tough. But what's happening is this person's feelings are intensifying, but it's showing up as anger or upset or just worn out. worn out from the fight, worn out from work. It could be worn out from anything, really, to tell you the truth. This person got love for you, though. The Knight of Cups is showing up in your position. Your challenge, though, the Ace of Swords, you just feel like communication. You know, you just want to know the truth. You just want to know what's up. You just want to clear this up. All right. So you just want to get something off your chest. Let's see. Tell me more about this person. Why? First of all, why are they the Nine of Wands? The Queen of Wands. You got a very strong fire sign. You know, and the Queen of Wands can be somebody who's overly confident or acts confident. They could have children. They could have a lot of responsibilities. And, you know, maybe they've got a lot going on. They're tired. They're overworked. And there could be a misunderstanding as well. Let me roll the dice. We've got the number 2, and you have a Sag, Capricorn, Libra, but also Aries, Leo, Sag, right? So there's a lot of pressure on this person, maybe behind the scenes. This person puts a lot of pressure on themselves. And you know, what happens is this person might let a lot of things build up inside, and when they say something, they might be intense, which means they've been thinking about something for quite some time. All right, let's see. So it is saying something is changing with this person, but the situation is unstable. It's very scattered. And you could be misreading this person. Like you're wondering if this person really has feelings for you. And wondering what to say, you know, and right now your person is coming through on this table with a lot of scattered, unstable situation. They may be dealing with a lot, you know, in their world, in their mind about this situation or about their own situation. Maybe if they are taking care of a child, you know, you got the Page of Wands here, the Queen of Wands, or they're dealing with somebody who has their child, or there's a child involved, right? There's just a lot of pressure on this person. And you're somebody here that can bring a lot of love to them. You're somebody here that this person, you know, really, you know, really you could probably cool this person off a lot. Nothing is set in stone with this person. They may have overreacted to something, or, you know, shown up in your life in a way that you're like, where the hell did that come from? All right. They've been letting something get to them for quite some time. They're going through some sort of delay, or, you know, something with their responsibilities. That's what's coming through for your person. Right? Fast changes. Things happening really fast with this person. Things might be happening really, you know, too fast. They could be leaving a situation or wanting to start a situation with you, but it could be stressing them out how fast things are going. I have a King of Cups here, what they want. It seems as though they want things to happen between the two of you. They want to see where this connection goes. They want to take the next step, the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. But for some reason, this person here just lets things weigh on them. They put too much pressure on themselves. You got the Chariot card too here. So it really feels like this person is being drawn to you, very strong water, fire energy. So it feels like a very emotional person, very intense person. And you may be, you know, wondering what was said, or why there's lack of communication, or why was there, you know, broken communication or no communication. And all I'm seeing is this is what's going on behind the scenes. Something's really been weighing on this person. And they're about to, you know, let loose. Anything else? 10 of Wands. Yeah, the 9 of Wands with your person and 10 of Wands. It looks like your person's about to reach some sort of breaking point. Maybe you guys have been going through some sort of argument or some sort of confusion in the relationship, but this person could be holding back their true feelings from you. Remember, they're looking at you like the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords, like you're the one that I have feelings for. Maybe they've been trying to hold it back. You guys have been through something, or they're dealing with something and don't want you to know about it. Either way, this person wants things to move forward with you, and they may finally reach a breaking point and let loose. You might get a handful from this person, but I'm seeing a new chapter. And the thing is you have the King of Cups showing up, what they want. So this is somebody that wants to settle in, be honest about their emotions. They want to grow. They want to be open about their feelings. You know, the Chariot card. I want things to move forward, you know, no matter how we get there, I think we can get there. All right. But, you know, and I also want to say, if this person is confessing to you or showing up for you or telling you how they feel, this has taken this person, it's been weighing on them for quite some time. All right. Let's see. What else does Spirit want you to know? I want to pull a card for that Ace of Swords, the 10 of Swords. I mean, like, you just are not sure where things are going. The 10 of Swords, you feel like something, you know, maybe you feel like it's over, but you can't figure it out. It's not over. It's not over. You're about to get the truth. Weather in the storms. All right. Again, you got the same thing. You are going through some turbulence when it comes to a relationship. You know, whether it's internal or, you know, you just conflicted, you know, there's just something here. Somebody's coming towards you with a lot of heat, a lot of emotion. But let it change you and embrace the unexpected is what I'm getting for you, Virgo. All right. There's an important change coming your way. All right, let's see, Aries through Pisces. Happy birthday. All right, let's do this. Let's see Aries through Pisces. See their energy coming towards you. Hello, Lisa. All right, Aries through Pisces. Eight of Swords. Aries, Eight of Cups. So Aries might be going their own way. It feels like you both need a little time apart. Taurus got their eye on you, but they're still keeping quiet. Silence, the High Priestess. Gemini, the Strength card, trying to keep their shit together, but it looks like there might be some healing energy coming between the two of you. Cancer, Ace of Pentacles, or it wants a commitment. Leo, kind of moody, all over the place, not sure, so expect the unexpected with a Leo. Virgo, getting their head together. There you are, Queen of Swords. Somebody got you all up in your head, like, you know, scattered energy. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, well, you're about to get some sort of, you know, justice here, you know, realizing something. You know, communication, even with another Virgo, they might be feeling the same way you're feeling. You are, in this reading today, dealing with somebody who's very intense. That's clear. Libra, Three of Pentacles, wanting to work things out with you, wanting to fix things, or just wanting to get together. Scorpio, same thing. They're just like, you know, the way we are is good. I like you the way you are. Let's just kind of see how things play out. Sag, we have the Nine of Swords. So there's some regret here with a Sag. They may, you know, there may be some forgiveness coming in. Capricorn, 10 of Wands, right? So it looks like reaching some sort of breaking point here with a Capricorn. And Aquarius, 8 of Wands, right? So things starting to change or starting to get fast or move fast. You know, sense of urgency here with an Aquarius. And Pisces, 2 of Swords, right? So Pisces kind of on the fence, right? You know, knows they have to make a decision here before they lose you, if that's the case. All right. Remember, if you're cross-watching, be careful because you don't know, even if it's a new person you're dealing with or something seems good, your person, you don't know who they're thinking about from their past. I know we always want it to be us, but what if there is something else going on in their life and you have no idea, but you're reading it and you're taking it as it's you? You know, and so then you might be like, oh God, what am I doing? But that's why I'm showing you that the way they look at you, the Knight of Cups, is with love, right? So whatever is stirring them up, it could be something or someone else that's going on. See, I'm always looking at all kinds of different perspectives. I don't know. I'm always, you know, I see things differently. I always have. 136. You know, and I always care about you cross watchers. So I'm always trying to, but I know there's more cross watchers half the time than regular. So I'm always trying to keep that in consideration. Now, if you would have showed up as like, you know, the devil, if the devil would have came up on your side, I would have said, you know, maybe they're a little, you're stressing them out. Aw, thank you, Mr. Can Do for you. What are you going to do for me? That's just Capricorn. All right, Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. Libra. Oh, we are still in your moon until, I don't know if I wrote 9 or 4 p.m. up there. But we're going into Scorpio moon. Oh, that is why. Wait till Friday. Oh my God, Scorpio moon. That's when Wednesday Addams comes out. All right, Libra. You got the Empress card showing up here at the bottom of the deck. So obviously, if you doubt in yourself right now, Spirit is saying, cut the shit. You are the Empress. All right, I'm going to put that crown on. Look at your person not feeling very good. 3 of Swords. What's their challenge? The 8 of Cups, right? They may have moved on too quickly. Maybe acting like they don't care, you know, or they, you know, like I said, for some of you cross watchers, they could be going through a breakup and, you know, avoiding with the world, right? Avoiding everybody, and you're taking it personal. Your energy, the Chariot's coming out a lot today, no matter what deck I'm using. All right, and your challenge, the Star card, losing faith. You know, you wanting things to move forward. Let's go already. Let's get this show on the road. But also, you know, let's be real here. Maybe you're feeling like, you know, your person just won't budge. You know, it's disappointing you and you don't want to move on. You're afraid if you move on, you may never see them again. Um, you know, you may feel like there's nobody else out there better than this person. This is your person. Um, you know, but this is where you've got to have some faith. All right. First and foremost, there is always going to be somebody out there for you. This could have been, you know, a bus stop, you know, but your person here is hurting. Your person not happy with themselves, and just needing some time. It just feels like I need some time to myself. Right? We saw this coming, and you're hoping for a return, is what I'm seeing. All right. So let's see. We have 12 showing up for you, and we have Cancer. We have Gemini, Aries showing up for you, and you know, the number 12 is giving me this closure. And, you know, it just feels like somebody's retreating. It feels like it really is the house of endings, you know, and needing to go within and really figure out what it is I need before I move forward. So your person is retreating. And you're being asked not to lose faith in the situation, right? The Chariot card, things may pick up. If you're going through a Tower card right now, obviously, the Star card, but you might be going through the midst of the chaos right now. Towers, they got to fall. And after the fall is the hardest, but that's when you can start rebuilding. Let's see, tell me more about this person. All right. So this is somebody that you may have had a really good friendship with, or you know, you were friends and you developed really strong feelings for each other. And you're getting the star energy on this side too, your person. So it could be an Aquarius energy. There is a future. It's showing there's a future here with you and your person, but I am seeing a temporary break in the relationship. Water energy or Aquarius. And this is somebody that, this is hurting me. You know, I'm dealing with some pain. I'm dealing with the separation. It's not easy for me to walk away from you. And I'm also having a hard time walking away from you. You know, so if somebody's acting cold to you or acting distant to you, this is somebody that's still asking themselves if they're doing the right thing. Because you have a bond there, whether it's friendship, it started off as friendship, you guys have the same group of friends, it just feels very familiar. And you guys may have discussed the future together, saw the future, but what I'm getting with your person is something's changing over here with them. It may seem absolute with you. It may seem like, wow, is this, you know, do I move on? I'm scared to move on, you know. I can't see any hope. I can't see what's out there. But your person here is still questioning whether or not they made the right decision. So what do they want with this connection? I see the Strength card. You have Leo energy showing up too. This is an unbroken bond here. There's a strong, the Three of Wands. You got, this is somebody that is saying, I still have hope for the future, but right now it looks like we both know we have to go our own way. This is somebody that is like, don't forget about me. Don't let go of me. But we both have to kind of see what's out there and do our own thing for now. So take what you will with this. You know, I feel kind of, it feels sad because it feels like there's such a great friendship here and you guys have a strong connection. But for some reason, either this person is dealing with some loss in their life, they're still doing their own journey in, and you're ready to move forward, and this person, you know, keeps disappointing you, so they push you away. They might be running from you. They could be a runner. But you have somebody here that's questioning their decision. And the Three of Wands says that there's something changing here. And you know, it might not be happening right now, but it looks like it could be happening in the future here, where there could be some healing energy here with the Strength card. You know, at least with friendship. I mean, there's too much of a bond here. Maybe we went too far, you know. So just give it a little bit of time. So I feel like your person is just saying, just let's give it a little bit of time. Look at this, the Seven of Cups. I'm still thinking of you. I'm still questioning my actions. I'm still questioning this relationship. I still see possibilities. I still dream about you. All right, what does Spirit want you to know? You know, somebody may feel like you have moved on, Libra. I could be reading that wrong. You know, you've decided to move on to see what else is out there. And your person is still questioning where things could have went. Open doors and opportunities in the right timing. All right. So I do see you walking your own way. I see you walking a new path. I see this is the doorway and you're feeling pulled to move forward. And there's an opportunity here, the right timing coming in. This will, if there's going to be some sort of reconciliation with this person, it's going to come later when you have discovered or walked on a little bit. Because you're being pulled in this direction to continue moving forward on your path. This person could have been holding you back from your dreams. And I am seeing this Tower card. So I do feel like there's a current tower going on, or you've been working your way through a tower moment, and right now it may be too soon to try and mend a situation. All right. I'm sure that. Let me know. Always want the happy. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. And thank you, Mr. Can Do For You. Have a drink on me. I appreciate you. All right, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see Aries through Pisces. Aries stepping up, King of Pentacles, all right? So it looks like they're starting to get their stuff together. It looks like they want to make an offer to you. Taurus, Knight of Wands, a lot of chemistry here. It looks like someone's moving pretty fast, coming towards you. Gemini, Page of Cups, some loving messages. Looks like opening up communication. And you have Cancer here, right? Wanting to make amends or wanting to date, get together. Leo, 10 of Cups, feels like family with you, can see a future with you. Virgo is torn, right? Still can't make a decision. Libra, the Two of Pentacles too. You just got to keep taking one step forward, all right? You're in the right direction. You're going in the right direction. Looks like you and another Libra just keep going back and forth. Scorpio, looks like you guys are picking up where you left off and moving forward. Sag, it looks like a little bit of a break after a breakup will do you guys good. They could be silent right now. Capricorn, not letting go of you, but still kind of holding back a little bit. Aquarius, feeling heavy, feeling like things are getting heavy, not sure what's going on here. And Pisces, 7 of Pentacles. Pisces still has plans for the future, right? You guys may be taking a pause, but it's not over. They got plans on reaching out. Hello, Aqua Diamond. Hello, FG. All right, guys. Let's see, 150. We're moving on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Who's coming towards you? All right, 9 of Swords. Somebody causing you some grief. Got the High Priestess. So it looks like there's been some silence. It's causing some grief here. All right, Page of Pentacles. Somebody may have been dishonest with you. Somebody caused you a lot of stress. This person definitely knows it, feels it. It's weighing on them. They may be staying silent right now. Looks like they want to break communication with you. Maybe they're just nervous to break communication with you. You know, I'm not sure what I want here. You know, are you more than friends? Maybe they don't know. Maybe you're like pulling your hair and somebody's just not sure if they want to be more than friends. My Page of Pentacles can be my friends. You, the way they view you though, there is this love and energy here, very friendship energy, very much soulmate energy. What's your challenge though? The Hermit card. Seems like you've gone quiet too. You might be reading a situation wrong. You might be reading a situation. All right. Looks like it's been a long time. It's time to come out of the silence. It's time to break the silence. Somebody might be really interested in you and sees themselves or wants to connect with you, but they can't read you. Your challenge here, the Hermit card. Are you in hermit mode? Are you, you know, do you need to come back out and play? or you stuck on something from the past. You know, somebody might be younger than you. This person looks interested in you, but I am seeing there's some grief about, you know, what to say, what to do. Look at this, the Queen of Cups. But I'm seeing it could be you grieving, like you, you know, having a hard time, you know, thinking about something. You might be thinking, you know, something that's not even what's showing up. Somebody's silent. Somebody is not texting you enough. Somebody's not opening up enough. And, you know, maybe you need to reach out. Or you feel like this is getting old. This person isn't reaching out enough to you. Tell me more about this person. 11. You have Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces. You have Virgo, Cancer, Pisces. Virgo is really strong. All right, tell me more about this connection. This is somebody who really cares about you or thinks about you a lot. But the challenge is getting them to open up. And your challenge is the Hermit card. Your challenge is you have, you know, a lot of love for this person, or you really care about this person, and you have a hard time opening up. You're showing up here like, come on, dust it off and get back out there. If somebody deceived you or lied to you, they know it. For some of you, you know, but this is the time. This person here has had time to really think. They're really drawn to you. They can't stop. If they keep coming back in, they can't stop looking at you. Your everything about you, your character, the way you present yourself, the way you look physically, everything about you. This person definitely is drawn to you. But they might not know what to really say. Maybe there was something that happened between the two of you. You guys hurt each other's, you know, feelings, or they're afraid to get their feelings hurt. Maybe this person has rejected you in the past enough and you're just like, I'm over it. Or, you know, maybe you're just over it. You know, you're just like, this has been going on for quite some time. I mean, you really cared about somebody. Is it time for you to let go of something so that you can, you know, get back out there? Even if this was a new person coming your way, are you looking in another direction and you're not seeing this person come your way? But this is somebody who's very drawn to you. And they're having a shift in perception, all right? So if something was seen, you know, they've gone silent, they're definitely seeing you in a new light. They're seeing you differently. All right, we got the Devil card, and we got the 6 of Pentacles. You know, this could be somebody here that really deceived you in the past. You know, what do they want? I got the Devil card and the 6 of Pentacles. Unless they just want your attention and they're obsessed with you. You know, 10 of Pentacles. This is somebody that, you know, definitely wants to invest in this connection, but they got the Devil card, and it is showing me there is some deception here. So even if this isn't somebody from the past, I mean, there is a heavy energy here. There's somebody that this could even be spying on you too. But it looks like you've pulled your energy away. The Sun card for your own peace. Let's see what Spirit Is it a long distance relationship? You know, Scorpio, if you're hoping for a reconciliation with somebody who is the devil, who has breadcrumbed you, who has lied to you, who has taken your energy from you, that's on you. That's coming through though, right? That definitely is showing up. I'm trying not to keep it from the past, but Scorpio, your energies, you know, you have a hard time letting go of people, all right? Now, especially if somebody's done you wrong, you have a hard time letting go of people. If this is a new person in your life, this is somebody that, you know, could bring a friendship, could bring something new here. There's room for growth, but you're showing up as the Hermit card. Like, you're not even showing yourself. You're not even, but we are seeing here, there is somebody kind of holding back with communication. Their challenge is opening up. You know, they're having a hard time opening up to you because look, you're the Hermit card. I don't know if you're older than them, you know, but what do they want is to really want your energy, and they're very obsessed here, you know, very much into this. And I think you're all they're thinking about. So I did get release in the past here. And I've got the temple, quiet in the, maybe you're meditating, you are being hermit mode. So you are being asked to maybe shake off the energy that you're in. You might be reading a situation. You might change your perspective of the situation if you know, dust yourself off a little bit. Maybe it's a glow up time for you with that first house, right? And I see feminine power, growth. So I don't know. That's what I got for you. Let's see your individual signs. And see individually who's coming towards you. All right. Aries, 10 of Pentacles, all right? So you got an Aries that's like, an Aries fantasizing or seeing a future with you. Wants to invest in this. You got a Taurus that's in love with you. Knight of Cups, all right? Wanting to make their move. Gemini, we have communication here. We have the Magician, very focused on you, want to make it work. Cancer, the Temperance card. You guys seem to be on the same page. Things are unfolding nicely. Leo, the Knight of Pentacles, all right, working things out, you guys. Whatever you're doing, you guys seem to be on the right path. You know, might be moving slower than what you want, but it's moving. Virgo, 5 of Pentacles, all right, not really happy about the situation, or maybe afraid to be rejected. Libra, the Sun card. So Libra's like, hello, I just wanna see you. I just wanna, you know, very fun energy. Let's have some fun date. Scorpio, 2 of Pentacles. So you might be making a decision between a couple people, or, you know, taking the next step forward. Are you ready to take that next step? Are you ready to let go of maybe some money, move on with somebody new, or make a decision between 2 people? Sagittarius, the Strength card, all right? So it looks like I'm healing, you know, I feel connected to you, and I want to connect with you. Capricorn, missing you, all right? Still kind of grieving what's happened between the 2 of you. Aquarius, very attracted to you, everything about you. They want you. Pisces, 10 of Wands. Pisces feeling very burnt out, you know, maybe focusing on what's happened between the 2 of you and feeling like it's over, wishing it wasn't. All right. Sag. Angel's back. Let's see. JV's here. All right, Carrie. Hello, guys. Thanks for hanging out and bringing your energy. All right, 204. Sag. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at this for you. Don't forget to say happy birthday to Virgo, guys. All right, Sagittarius. All right, you got the Hermit card for yourself too. All right. Number 2, and you have Sag energy, you have Leo energy, Virgo energy, Scorpio energy. Number 2s are your number of synchronicity. All right. Well, you got the Hermit card. And, so we are seeing a little bit of silence, distance between you and somebody, but they still got their eye on you. You got your eye on somebody. You got 2 here, union. Something maybe got started and somebody pulled away, or somebody, you can't read somebody. You're like, wait a minute, I thought this was happening, and then boom, what the hell else? What's going on? You got your person, Page of Wands, right? 1 minute seems like a hermit, next minute it seems like, ooh, let's have some fun. What's their blog? The 8 of Wands, right? So on and off, on and off, on and off. You, the Knight of Wands, all right? You're like, come on, step it up a gear. And I'm not playing around here. I mean, I like the fun. I'm definitely fun, but I'm ready to level up and move forward. But the challenge, the 5 of Pentacles, constant struggle with this, somebody here, maybe you feel like, are they rejecting me? They keep, what's going on? You got somebody who constantly puts the brakes on. They got to take a moment. They move. Things start to move fast, and then they, you get a step closer. You guys get closer, and then they pull back and need some space. Let's see what else you can tell me about this person. Obviously, it's somebody that you're connected to. There could be a slight age difference. There's definitely a pull between the two of you, a lot of fire. You guys really have a good time when you do. And your person's impulsive, maybe even sometimes, gets very sensitive. They are showing up as a Page of Wands, and an 8 of Wands is their challenge. So under pressure, they may overreact. They may go silent. It could feel immature to you. You're the Knight of Wands. Doesn't mean they're being immature. It just could show up as feeling that way to you. But you're really having a hard time. Like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, you're the Knight of Wands, and you're like, what's the problem here? What's the problem? I ain't got time for games. That's you, Sag. I ain't got time for games. But you like this one. All right, Aries energy. You are dealing with Aries energy. You're dealing with somebody who's impulsive, stubborn, and sometimes can be a little selfish at times, not realize their choices, their reactions, get to you. But you guys are just, it's impulsive energy. It's fire energy, right? Hey, your person here. There's a very much South Node energy showing up too. So you guys may have shared some past lives together, or definitely some lessons that are not learned. But there's something familiar about each other. You guys are very comfortable with each other. That's what draws you guys together. But comfortable enough that this person can pull a temper tantrum or pull away or, you know, just makes impulsive decisions. And I just feel like you don't get it sometimes. Sag, right? You're here to teach. You know, you got this ninth house energy, which is your energy, which is Jupiter energy. So there is a lot of goodness in this relationship, but there's also sometimes there's a lot of lessons because sometimes it can be too much. Things can go too far or get out of hand. There's so much fun with this one, but then, you know, the price you pay. But you're here. It seems like you're showing this person something. You're definitely, you got this person on your tail. And the story is still unfolding. It's just begun. Right? So it's like you're enjoying and you guys are testing each other and you're triggering each other, you know, in ways as you're trying to move forward. But you're in this stage here of your person who's been kind of maybe on their own for quite some time, or, you know, they've been this way for quite some time. You know, the Hermit card can be somebody who gets stuck in their ways too. You know, I like to do things my way. So when things aren't going my way, I pull a fit or I pull away, or, you know, I mean, not everybody has to pull a fit. I mean, you know, but I mean, I stop communicating or I shut down, you know, I don't speak up, or I make impulsive decisions. And then, you know, I back up, you know, I say I'm going to do one thing and then I don't do it. Or everything seems like it's going good and then all of a sudden it's not. And the Five of Pentacles is leaving you second guessing yourself. You know, home, family, roots. And, you know, it feels like you feel something with this person. You feel like you want to build something with this person. So what do they want? Nine of Pentacles. This person kind of struggles. They want financial freedom. They want freedom. They want independency. So what I'm getting is the same thing I get with these kind of cards, is that your person's totally pulled towards you, but there's some fear of losing their freedom, especially the Hermit card, somebody who needs their space. It's like, I might go quiet, but I still keep you near. I might need my space. I might be alone sometimes or a loner, but you're not far from my thoughts. You know, sometimes I just, you know, I need to go my own way. Things are going so fast, or I need to go my own way. So it looks like they want this relationship with you, but they battle with losing their independency or losing their freedom in a relationship. And that is more of a, you know, some people don't get that. And I see that a lot when I make that comment with you guys, some of you guys, you know, like some of you really, I mean, we're all different, but some of you don't, you take that personally, or it triggers you. And that's just, you know, that's just a characteristic of some people. It's the way some of us are built. What does Spirit want you to know? You got the nines, Nine of Cups. You know, it feels like the outcome of this situation is going to be favorable. You know, you'll be happy with the outcome of this relationship. Does it look like it's going to be work? Yes, you have the South Node showing up for you. And it looks like, you know, even you're learning, you're changing your beliefs. You're having to shift your beliefs around this situation. It might be more of a challenge for you, but it looks like it'll be worth it, or it has been worth it. see. And I'm seeing the wisdom within, quiet and external noise. So I'm seeing meditation, and I am seeing that there is some silence here. Like somebody does need their space to be silent. That might be you. You know, maybe I'm reading about you, and maybe it's about honoring that. Sometimes this space is good for you if you're taking space with somebody. I am seeing Stone of Destiny, life path, ambition, passion, and a yes. So very strong, passionate energy between you and this person. And maybe it's just a learning curve, you know, a learning period where you guys are just discovering how to work with each other's personality. But you got a page here, so that can be sometimes frustrating when you're a knight. All right, let's see, Aries through Pisces. Communication is key, but take it from me, being that I'm kind of like that I've tried to tell people that I need space, and it doesn't go over well. It gets taken as an insult. It gets taken personal. And people will say, no, just tell me. And you do, but it gets brushed over. It gets brushed over like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. You know, if you're nice about it, it gets brushed over. It gets all right, but the person's still going to reach out. A person's still going to, because they're not taking it that serious. There really truly is something about not being able to communicate that without somebody getting triggered by it. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. Aries. Six of Wands. All right, so Aries on the same page as you. Aries like, we got this. Let's move forward. Taurus, Six of Pentacles. You have Six of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Right, so it looks like you got sixes coming in too. And your Taurus is like, look, I got love for you. I respect you. All right, I want to connect with you. You have Gemini, Judgment, all right? I see maybe I judged the situation wrong, maybe I misjudged you, but let's see where this goes. So you could have a decision being made with Gemini. Cancer, the sun is shining with Cancer. So you got a lot of great energy here between you and your person. Gemini's like, I got love for you. Cancer's like, I got love for you. And Leo, let's talk, right? Leo wants to get to know you or talk to you. Virgo, Six of Cups, 3 sixes. Virgo's like, let's see where things go, man. I feel you. Libra, the Hermit. So Libra might be pulling away a little bit, kind of doing their thing. Need time to go do their thing. Scorpio, the Death card. Things might be over with a Scorpio. They're kind of going through some transformation. Sag, Nine of Swords. So you really have a lot of worry, anxiety with the situation. And I guess what's coming through is just a little bit of misunderstanding. Maybe you and another Sag do regret what happened between the two of you. There could be forgiveness coming in. Capricorn, Two of Cups, wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to talk to you. Right? This is deepening your connection. Aquarius, the Hanged Man, not sure where things are going. And Pisces, Ace of Cups. Pisces got love for you. A love offer coming in. So this is where I wish, like I have taken a critical thinking course way back in the day in college, and I loved that course because it tested you to look at things from different perspectives. So even where you said And look, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of seeing things the wrong way all the time. So I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just poking at one thing you said. You love strong, independent women, but sometimes their coldness. All right. And this is what makes me always think about things, because what you might think is cold, right? Another person might not be realizing that they're being that cold. And it's just the different levels of, and yeah, communication and understanding, and we hope for that best. But that's where, you know, we just don't know how another person is interpreting the situation. Like if I go quiet and sit in my room all the time and I'm immersed in a book or doing something, you know, I've had family think I was ignoring them and I was mad, you know, and it's like, I'm not. I'm home. I loved the the critical thinking course took my mind to a whole nother dimension. I was like, holy shit. I was like, you are right. You know, it's not always what we think. You know, it's like a lineup, you know, what one person sees in a person, another person doesn't see, you know, or a situation happens and everybody has a different perspective of the situation. 2020, 221. All mental. It's all is mind. All right. Happy time. Yeah. I have to make sure I'm smiling all the time. If I change my tone, if I'm just chill, I there's something wrong. You know, people think there's something wrong, you know. And I'm like, I go from one extreme to the other, and it's Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Did I put 221, 21? Nope. 21. All right. Capricorn, what a great number. 221, 21. Let's get down to it. Let's see who's coming towards you, their energy. All right. Good old Nine of Wands. You got an Emperor coming your way, Capricorn. Aries energy. They're on fire. Somebody coming in pretty intense. You, Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. I don't know if you walked away from somebody because you're done, or you're just like, you know what? I'm starting to, you know, figure out what I want, who I am. And Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. You've been doing your own little soul searching here. Right? You've been doing your own work. You've been working really hard. And you have somebody who notices that. Somebody's seeing that. And somebody going, you know, damn, I got to make a move. And you got an Emperor. I don't know if there's some conflict or somebody, you know, if there was, this person is like, wait a minute, Capricorn, do not leave, do not go. But you might be like, all right, and this is starting to wear me out. Make your move already. Do your thing. Do your thing, because I don't have time for this. Let's see your person. What else can you tell me about your person? All right, you got somebody serious about you. You know, this could have been a strong friendship, marriage partner, relationships, and business partner, right? So could be somebody you work with too, but unless, you know, I love to throw this in there because I know that it could hit somebody, right? But if somebody's in a marriage, you know, obviously their eyes on you and you're single looking good, but this might be saying, Capricorn, get your ass and walk away from this. Walk away. But it could be Libra. I see Pluto. You're really messing with this person. This person feels like you've got some sort of magic over them. They feel like you've got some sort of spell, you know, and you're bringing them back to life. I don't know. There's something. Maybe it's been a while since this person has been triggered the way you make the way you trigger them. And I don't know if you've threatened or you pull your energy away and you're like, see ya, right? Or you're running, or you come around, or they piss you off, you run. I don't know. But there's something about you. There's something about you though that this person, the more feels like you're knowing who you are, or you got it going on, and you're like, nope, I'll talk to you when I get back, but I'm going away for the weekend. See you later. This person is like on fire. On fire. You make you drive this person crazy. Chiron energy. All right. This person is like, they can't stop coming back for more with you. Look, you got the 8, the 9, and the 10 of wands. No matter how heavy it gets or how intense this relationship gets, this person cannot, you know, they're like, I can't get enough. You're definitely teaching them a lesson. I feel like this person is really coming in quick saying, all right, I'm waving the white flag. You win, Capricorn. I've changed. You know, it looks like your person's really going through some sort of transformation, healing energy, really trying to find some way to heal from a past wound. But you got this person going mad. Maybe they're thinking that they're losing you or that you're moving on, if that's the case. Let's see what they want. The Tower card. Ooh, why the Tower cards? They want the truth. They just want to get shit off their chest, and they want you guys to be real. If you're sneaking around in a marriage, the truth is going to come out. It looks like there's going to be a big bang happening here for some of you. And I think this person is hoping, you know, for that. But it looks like they want to confess. It looks like they want to, you know, break out of something and move forward here. Page of Pentacles, and build something with you. So maybe they just want you guys to get whatever you have to get off your chest, speak your truth to each other. I think you have shaken this person up a lot. And you know, you're facing a lot of truths with this person, and you're learning how to be strong. Either that, or somebody is like, my life over here is hell and you looking good, and you know, I don't want to lose you, and this is where I want to go. I want to go this way. You see how the energy is just flying towards you. You know, they got all this intensity going on. They got all this intensity behind the scenes, but then they call you up like, hey, what's up? All right, what does Bear want you to know? So this is who's coming towards you. But look, they might have a child. There could be family. But you got somebody showing up as the Emperor. So this could be somebody here that's really trying to keep their shit together. They're trying to build, make peace, or, be real with you. You have strong Aries showing up. You have Scorpio, Libra. Very strong Aries. All right, no more sneaking around here. No more tiptoeing around the truth. And it looks like you're not wanting any more games. You're like, maybe you're asking. You're saying, hey, you better show me the real deal. Releasing the past, emerging, transforming, and energies being transmuted. So there is a big, huge shift here. Pluto's coming in to knock some shit out and say it's time for growth, right? Not forgotten, an unbroken connection between you and this person. Somebody could be awakening, finally making progress and initiating some sort of movement towards you. All right. Aries through Pisces. I'm going to think about that for a second. Aries through Pisces. All right, 4 of Cups. Let's see what's going on. Aries in love. Look at this, Aries. So some of you, whoever is, did I roll the dice for you guys before? Let me roll the dice. You have 4 and you have Taurus, Gemini, Pisces showing up. But Aries here is showing me that very powerful love connection between you and an Aries. Taurus, we see justice coming in, maybe speaking the truth or finding some closure. Gemini, 7 of Cups. Gemini over here, questioning everything and, still seeing possibilities here or seeing the future with you. Cancer, Knight of Wands. Cancer's like, hell yeah, it's fun, let's go. But they're coming in a very playful energy. I say playful in a nice way, but it's like chemistry, lust. Leo, Temperance card. So you and Leo, you're just kind of making it happen, one day at a time. Virgo, 3 of Cups, right? Virgo's like, hell yeah, let's get together. I like being around you. I like talking to you. Libra, the Devil card, right? So there's a lot of stress between you and a Libra, or the Devil cards here. You're causing a Libra a lot of stress, right? But we are seeing that there are some stuff coming up. You guys are triggering each other. Scorpio, same thing. 9 of Swords. Scorpio might be feeling really, really sad about something they said or did. Sag is holding back. 4 of Pentacles, but they got their eye on you. Capricorn, you got the Queen of Wands. You are not messing around. Right? You are the Queen of Wands. All right, somebody's attracted to you. Somebody's like, you got it going on. And another Capricorn, the 2 of you. Power couple. Aquarius, same thing. Got it going on. Queen of Swords. Aquarius is like, this is what I got to say. I'm into you. This is being honest. And let's talk it out. Pisces, very passionate about you. So we see an energy shift. Things about to pick up speed. All right. Let's see my Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. 235. All right, Aqua. Here comes my water babies. These. All right, Aqua. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Aqua, Aqua, Aqua. Let's see. Goose Poop Boogie. All right. What's going on, my Aquas? Who's coming towards you, their energy, and what's their problem? Knight of Cups. Aqua's like, you know, Five of Swords. Somebody has a hard time telling you how they feel, but they obviously over here singing songs about you. Singing songs how you piss them off too. Singing songs how you confuse them. Singing songs how you know, you guys always getting into some sort of discussion and confusing each other. And but you know, their problem is this person isn't always honest or open about their feelings. And you, the Fool card, you're like on the fence here. You're like, look, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You know, let's see where things go. But you know, you're a little bit more carefree, maybe a little bit more playful, and you know, this person might not be able to read you, to be honest. You might have a hard time reading you, but you know, maybe they feel like you have no patience with them. You guys are definitely showing up as being two different type of energies here, so we're gonna have to dive into this. All right, we have Gemini, we have Aquarius, we have Cancer and Pisces. So I already see Aquarius, you're showing up here. So it almost feels like, and I got the number 10 too, you know, you're very independent. And you're showing up as being very chill, very carefree. But this person here, you may have a hard time with. It just may feel like, you know, there's a lot of disagreements here, arguments or confusion with this person, but you know that there's feelings there, and they're very sensitive. They might take things, this person might be overly sensitive for you, and you may get over stuff or just, but it looks like you kind of just going and doing your thing. I wouldn't, this person may drive you crazy. This person may, you know, test your patience. But what I'm getting is they have love for you. They're doing this to themselves. They're trying to figure out their own self. They're trying to figure out their own feelings. Looks like they, you know, have a hard time being vulnerable. And for you, you're like, you know, just go with it. Just kind of, you know, just let it go. Let it ride. Let's see where it goes. You know, very playful energy. Let's see a person. Let's dive in more. You know, for you, it's saying to me, Aquarius, Divine's got your back. All right. You got the Fool and the Temperance. You just keep doing you, doing your thing. Your person's got love for you, but this is their own personal battle of having a hard time, you know, trusting in love, trusting their heart, trusting to open up, trusting to fall in love. Even though, you know, they are the Knight of Cups, it's unavoidable. You fall in love, you fall in love. Love is very powerful. You know, a lot of us out here going, you know, I don't trust, I can't, but you know that one person is just going to come in at the right time, be able to steal your heart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio right there. Let's see, and you got Sag. South Node, you really trigger this person. Right? You test this person, you trigger this person, you trigger this person to step out of their comfort zone. But that can be, and look at the North Node. I mean, look at the South Node, North Node. You are somebody totally unique and different to this person, so it is going to test you. Your person's going to waver back and forth and confuse you. Your person's going to frustrate the hell out of you, and you're going to frustrate them. You can't, it's like blaming each other. They may blame you or argue with you, or you know, and this to me, or they may feel like they're playing games with you, but this is somebody here that's being pushed from what they're used to into something totally different. They're being pushed towards you. This is your Aquarius energy. You know, there seems to be a purpose here, destiny here, but you guys are on the right path, but you're learning right now. And for you, it's going to be, you know, surrender. It's going to be, you know, it's either this person fighting their own demons, going back and forth, needing to figure out. But in these cards, it's saying, I'm being pulled to you. And, you know, this is where no amount of trying to force this is going to make this any easier for you guys. All right. Your person could be a Leo. Look at your soul has returned to learn many lessons with this person. And there's the 5th house. Leo, I mean, the love is there. There could be children involved. This could be a relationship you end up having children with. Maybe you're younger than this person. There's a lot of dating, joy, and fun and entertaining energy. It's very playful energy, which you love. But it looks like then somebody gets, you know, triggered here. Or they confuse you on which way things are going. You know, what do they want? I got the Page of Cups. This person really wants to open up to you and really wants to see where things go. You know, you got the Page of Cups. This is somebody who knows what they know. They're doing what they feel like they're doing. They feel like they're honoring themselves. They feel like, I mean, they run back to their cubby hole when they get nervous. Or when the going gets tough and you say something to this person gets, you know, is very sensitive. All right, they get very sensitive. But it looks like I honestly am falling for you, and I honestly want to talk to you. I honestly want to see where things go. And all I can see for you, Aquarius, is, you know, well, I got to do my thing. I got to, you know, it's either this or I'm going to be doing my thing, you know, letting go a little bit and, you know, letting this breathe and, you know, and just knowing that if it's meant for you, it's going to unfold nicely. It's going to unfold the way it's meant to. You know, look at, for you have so many synchronicities in this reading. You have the Star card on both sides. I mean, you're running the show here. You have major arcana here. You're on your right path. And you're being asked not to question anything that's happening. If somebody's wavering, you may have met this person. You might be teaching them something. Your ways of being you might be actually accelerating somebody else's growth. But what I see here is, You know, you're in the right, you're on your path, you're doing your thing. And this person here, if the love is as real as it's showing up on this table, is going to catch up with you, is going to stay on this path, is going to be there when you get to the next step. But I do see them coming in. Page of Cups. It looks like, you know, let's talk something out. You know, my feelings are growing. All right, look at this. Elder, teacher, wise one, experience. Show the way, Aquarius. Show the way. I see connection and belonging. So a very strong connection here. That's what I got for you. What I've got. It's what I've got. Was it loving? That just took me back to Massachusetts. All right, Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces. I know. It really did. It took me back like instantly. The devil. Aries, Knight of Swords, all right? So there's an energy coming in with Aries, you know, communication, but, you know, sometimes this one here is coming in to argue or get something off their chest too. Taurus, you know, kind of feeling stuck, right? I'm doubtful, I'm not sure, you know, things just have been weird between us. Gemini, the Tower card, all right? So there could be some drama with you and a Gemini. Cancer, the Sun card. Cancer's like, let's play. Let's get together. Leo, same thing, Knight of Wands. Leo's like, hell yeah, you know. Virgo is, give me a moment. I need some sleep. I worked 70 hours in a row, no sleep. I need to take a nap, right? So there could be some silence. Libra, Eight of Pentacles, right? Libra's committed. Libra's like, I got this. We're gonna get through this. Scorpio taking their sweet ass time, but they're working on it. They see potential. Sagittarius, you know, wants to be together with you, right? Has seen a future. Capricorn, Knight of Cups. I think Capricorn had Knight of Cups, right? And they're reading. Like Capricorn's got love for you. Aquarius, we got the Death card. You know, maybe there's some major transformation going on in a relationship, or maybe you and another Aquarius are calling it quits. Pisces, things about to pick up pace with you and a Pisces. Bad Brains, I remember them. I cannot recall their music. I do remember them though. All right. 249 Pisces. I do. I remember their name. And I know if I were to listen to them, because I was really like, music was my thing when I was a kid. I've been to so many concerts, so many shows. So So many underground bands and things like that as well. All right, Pisces. Let's see the person coming towards you and their energy, their challenge. What's their problem? All right. The Moon card, Pisces. All right. So you're their problem. They're like, I can't get you off my mind, but I just don't know what to do. Knight of Swords. The Chariot. They don't know which direction to go in. They're pulled towards you, but you know, they want this. But then they put the brake on. You, the Ten of Pentacles, you're like, come and get it. I want it. I'm ready. Six of Swords, though, you feel like the brake's on. You can't seem to figure out what the problem is. You really care about this person. They light you up. You feel spiritually connected with this person. And you feel it because they feel it, the Chariot card, right? But, you know, it's like they pull back, but they're not moving on from you. Something was said, you know, maybe you asked them to make a decision. Maybe you confronted them and they try to skirt past it, or they, you know, they say what you want to hear and then nothing goes anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere just yet. It just feels like, come on, why is the brakes on? You know, you're clear. You're saying, I want commitment. I want marriage. I want home. I want to build something. I'm ready to move forward. All right. And I don't want to be stuck in this. You got the number 5. So I can see that you are up against this challenge where you're like, what is the problem? I've got Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius energy. And you have strong Cancer here in Gemini. And it's like, you know, I know you feel this. I know we can get through this, though. So you definitely are up against the challenge with this person. It feels like you guys may be saying things to each other, trying to fix it. But it seems like every time you try to talk, all of a sudden it goes in another direction. It feels like your person's very defensive. It feels like they hold back a lot. Your person just holding back a lot. They may feel like you guys argue a lot. You're starting to feel like it's just really stressing you out. You're like, oh, you got the 5s, the 5th house. Could be a Leo energy. Your person, the wolf moon, seems like they're just constantly keeping themselves distant. They don't know how to open up, this person. They definitely hold. It's funny. This is not funny. I'm sorry. But what this person wants is what you have to give, but the closer they get to it, or the more that you come on strong, they back away. This person is not used to having somebody be so caring or be so family oriented, or, you know, and this person's used to doing things on their own. They're very defensive. They're always ready for a fight. They're always ready for a fight. And so they may feel like you're always picking one, or you always feel like you are, but you're not. So you definitely are having some communication issues here with this person. And you're showing up like, look, I just, you know, let's move on. Let's go. You know, I want to give to this. I'm so invested in this. I want family. And you're dealing with this person who, you know, their basic instinct is to run. Their basic instinct is to fight, you know. I have Scorpio energy. Very secretive person. This is a person that doesn't like to, they hold back everything. They don't tell you everything. So you feel like you're guessing constantly with this person. They keep things secret, and they just don't trust people, Pisces. They just don't trust people. You know, I see a new chapter, and it also says leaving what is familiar. So it's really hard for this person to leave this familiar place of always being the only one they can rely on. You're just from a different background or a different way of doing things. Maybe you've come from a more supportive family. But we are seeing this person feeling lost without you, which is why the Chariot card is their problem. It's like, I hold back, but yet I can't move on. So what do they want? And I got the Ace of Swords. It's like, yo, I want to figure it out. I do want to bring some sort of clarity to this situation, but, you know, conversation, it's weighing on them. There's something they want to get off their chest, you know, and it is 6 of Cups. Like, I really do love you. This person really cares about you. 6 of Cups energy. It's like, you know, can we go back to the way things were? Can we try to get back to where it was before we had this conflict? You know, maybe I do get too defensive and I get out of hand. But I think it's bothering this person that, you know, you guys do share some good times together. And this person here, I just feel like once the going gets good, this person here puts the brakes on. A mood kill. And it keeps you kind of stuck in, where's this going? Like, I feel like you're very much feeling like you just know this person. You can see into their soul and you can really connect with them, but you can't fix them. You can't fix this person. They have to want to. I mean, the cards are showing me that, you know, there's some sort of breakthrough happening here and a possible reconciliation. I'm manifesting that that's for all of you, but I can see the 6s coming into a balance with this person. This could be just, you know, another one of those go-arounds where misunderstanding, and all of a sudden your person takes things personal, and then, you know, something, they go distant, and they leave you questioning, where the hell are we going from here? Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this connection. But this is a lone wolf type of person. This is the person that feels like they've done the world themselves. They do everything on their own. They take on the world themselves. Nobody gets them because they've had to fight to where they're at, to where they got to. And so it's really hard to break a wild one like this. Maybe you like the bad boys, bad girls, right? The cycle breaker. You'll get through it. A cycle is ending. All right. So it does feel like you're having a tough one. You're trying to break somebody. And it looks like you might be winning, Pisces. All right. Let's see Aries to Pisces, actual person on your mind. All right. Aries through Pisces. And 3 of Cups. So love. Aries, the Temperance card, one step at a time. It looks like you guys are finding your way. Finding your way. Taurus, Ace of Wands, right? Communication, right? They're very much into you. Gemini, King of Swords, right? So opening up communication, speaking their truth. Cancer wants to work it out with you, wants to get together. Leo, 6 of Wands, same thing. Come on, let's pull each other through. Let's move forward. Virgo, King of Cups, right? I got love for you. Virgo stepping up. And Libra, feel at home with you. So there could be a reunion with the Libra. Scorpio, 4 of Pentacles. Let's build something, all right? It's hard for Scorpio to open up, but they're willing. Sag, 9 of Pentacles. All right, I want to invest in this. Things looking good. And here's your Capricorn, Knight of Swords. So it could be a Capricorn that's your one that is a rebel. Aquarius, 5 of Pentacles, not sure what to do. You know, they have a hard time, feels like the world's against them. So you could be separated from Aquarius. And Pisces stepping up, King of Pentacles, Pisces, right? So things are about to move for you and look good, right? Looking golden with you and a Pisces. Thank you guys. And I will be live with 3rd tier. Some of you guys won't see that. It's 3rd tier membership. I'm going to change the time though. But I will see you guys. Thank you for bringing your energy. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you to all my mods. Lisa, Jean's here. Angel came back. All right, guys, FG, everybody that was here, thanks for the love. And I will see you guys tomorrow with with Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Take care, guys.